Hello, YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. Welcome to the live coverage of the Outlaws Sim Series race number 6 of 36 here at the virtual Homestead Miami Speedway. I'm Emerson Arn, and I join you tonight from the virtual Homestead, Florida. Opening in 1995, the Homestead Miami Speedway played host to several racing series, including IndyCar and IMSA. This track has been the site of the iconic season finale in NASCAR for 17 years. And in 1996, this track was reconfigured the first time as it recovered from Hurricane Andrew, and once again in 2003. The aging surface and progressive banking provides prime real estate for amazing multi-groove racing. Today, we're starting our broadcast a little bit earlier. It's a little bit different in the sense we're doing laps for charity. And you'll see in the top right corner we are collecting money for the Ronald McDonald House of Charities. You can send it there to the Cash App. Outlaw Sim Series. Of course, Ronald McDonald Charities helping helping so many people. So in partnership with an anonymous donation that has agreed to have final practice be broadcasted. And we realize times are tough. Charitable organizations are silently receiving less and less help for their programs. We believe in family and community and would like to do our part to help. Beginning today, we'll display our cash tag app on our broadcast. All donations to that tag from beginning of practice through the checkered will be donated to that week's charity organization. Due to the extended green flag runs we've been having during the recent races, so I'll also get us a chance to start getting to know some drivers. That being said, why don't we get to know some of our drivers? And we'll first up talk to driver of the 77, Mr. Seth Berger. Let's get him lined up here. Alright, we'll get him lined up there, but you see there, look at that lovely throwback. That's a Junior Johnson throwback, and Seth Berger currently at the top of charts in practice. Seth Berger, again, was so dominant last week until his speeding penalty. Let's see how it's going to be any different for him this week. And here we are with driver of the number 77, Seth Berger. Seth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Right on. Well, you see you got a nice looking paint scheme there. I believe that's a Junior Johnson throwback. Yeah, it says it right there above the door. What's the
yes, it is.
What's the motivation for running that livery tonight?
I was just kind of feeling an old school vibe for tonight. Ever since Austin Dillon ran it at Darlington, I was like the paint scheme, and I was able to find it, so that would be a nice night to run it. He had a really strong run with the car, so maybe I could have some of that luck go my way this week.
Right on. Well, I do have to say you're coming off a pretty unlucky turn of events last week, in the sense you had a great car, probably V Fasters. You were obviously one of the fastest cars with max service, and you had a speeding penalty there on pit lane. How's that kind of like made you feel throughout the week? Has that kind of motivated you to kind of perfect this race a little bit better? You are sitting top of the charts, so by a large margin.
It definitely hurt when it first happened that night. But the sun still rises. I'm just happy to be running as fast as I am, being so new to this service. And it was just rookie mistakes, really. I know if I can correct those mistakes, I'm going to be a front runner consistently, hopefully. So I'm just happy to be running where I'm at, and happy for the opportunity to have a strong car.
So I think we kind of got the basis of it. You have a fast car. You are pretty fast around these, at least mile and a halves we've seen. Of course, you led a lot of laps at Talladega as well. So a lot of momentum's on your side. You already kind of know, let's get rid of the mistakes. But what kind of a race is it going to take for you to play out today? Is it going to be maybe a caution or two to fall your way, or do you think you want this race to go green, in particular to this race, or in general, what do you think is going to have? What is it going to have to take for you to have a winning race?
I think it's me keeping my track position the whole night. Hopefully, I with this pace, if I could set down a lap like that, hopefully I could start up front row, top 4. I'll be happy with that. And then, yeah, keeping track position, not having any mistakes, getting sent to the back for something stupid like speeding if there is a caution on, and then speed down pit road. So I want maybe like a caution or two. I'd like it to be cleaner in the second half of the race. I feel like that's kind of my strong suit, kind of get adjusted to the racing pace and all that kind of good stuff.
Right on. So how do you like your chances tonight? Being Homestead, Texas, or 2.5 miles. At least from the NASCAR games, you can kind of interchange setups a little bit between the tracks. But how's the car feeling in I guess relation to Texas last week?
It's feeling very good. I like the handling of it again. I'm trying to figure out my exit. I'm trying to get a good exit. I get a little loose though, so I'm not trying to push it too hard. I'm trying to do a little studying right now because I'm liking the lower line, but I'm seeing the high line has a better long run speed. So I'm trying to watch the other guys right now, see how they run the high line and probably go out there, do another run or two, try practice that high line, get used to it. Like I said, so I'd like a caution or two, try to practice and race the high line, figure out my long run pace, and hopefully I can put it all together tonight.
Right on. Well, since you are studying, I guess we'll let you get back to it. You are, leading practice right now. So looks like a good chance for us to be talking to you during the race. Hopefully we get that opportunity, and hopefully, more importantly, at the end of the race. Best of luck to you tonight, and we'll hope to see you on the other side.
All right, thank you.
And that was Seth Berger, driver of the number 77. And how about the 7 of Malenko? Right now, he is our highest driver in the point standings without a win, as we'll throw those up right now for you. You can take a look at the point standings there. You see, Max Service right now has the top seed in the playoffs, followed by Tyler Markle, Garrett Velzy, Adrian Schumacher. Of course, those are the 4 drivers with wins. And then you have Malenko there in 5th. Malenko, another day where you're up top the point standings, but a 0 in the wins column. What is it going to take for you to get that?
Better racetrack, not a mile and a half. So we're going to suffer here as well as last week. So I don't know if we actually even have the short run pace here.
So you won't be able to rely maybe on bonus points today. So I guess what's kind of your plans? What kind of damage control are you going to be doing today?
There's a lot of people here. Going to be here. We're kind of loose, but usually by the race we'll all figure it out, and we don't have many cautions here. So really, I'm just hoping that maybe I'm a little bit better on the long run than I was last week. Haven't done too many long runs. About 25 is the longest I've went. You can go 44. Kind of have to move to the top once you get, in a long run. Not too well on the top, but just we'll probably have some brief lap pit stops. Maybe looking about finishing maybe like somewhere 10th, 9th. And then just look forward to Milwaukee next week.
Right on. I was just about to ask you, since you don't like this track, and Joseph Cossey spoke highly of you after the preseason race in Milwaukee, how are you feeling? Maybe just more on your way to get on out of here. What's your plan for Milwaukee?
My plan, hopefully, for Milwaukee is taking home a dub. So it's a big plan. If anything less than a dub is disappointment.
Well, you like to hear that. That's, I guess, the kind of motivation you do need. Speaking of that, you've kind of been locked in terms of points. Markle's kind of taken out of that with his win at the season opener. But you and Markle and Devin Smith and I believe Jeremiah Stutzman there as well, just locked in a dead heat there at the top of the point standings. Very, very tight. You, Markle, and Smith separated by 1 point. What has it been like this season? Just in such an intense points battle there up top.
I'm just being 5 races in and just having so many people so close to each other. It usually doesn't happen. Like, you usually don't get 5 races in and you're tied with someone else, another person 1 point back, and like another person probably like 4 or 5 points back. It's just extremely close. You usually never have something like this. So honestly, when I saw it, it was kind of really surprised me. But battling with me and Markle and Devin, we're always kind of battling there. So makes sense.
All right, on last. Oh, go for it.
I was like, so it probably should be as the season goes on, because I'm gonna have a few good tracks here. Markle's gonna have, and Devin always runs solid every week, so it should be able to keep this up through most of the season.
Right on. What I thought you were gonna keep a little bit longer into the season was completing every single lap on the season. You and Marco both fell one lap down, giving up that chance, and of course it was gonna be very hard to complete every single lap on the season, but last week going a lap down, I don't assume that was the plan, but how'd that kind of happen?
I knew as soon as we were going into Texas, a mile and a half with a lot of tire wear, that that whole week I was like, we just hope for bonus points here, and hopefully bonus points can carry us and not the finishing position. And 10th was honestly better than I thought I was going to finish there. For a while there, I was migrating back to 14th. So 10th was better than I thought. With those bonus points, still got me tied. So Texas kind of happened as I thought it would. Thought it'd be a little bit better on the long run, not like enough to go a lap down, but we had a really green flag run there after the caution I was in. So
Yeah, that was unfortunate. All three of you at the top of the standings were in that accident. Wait, we're looking at the practice boards. Your 9th here. You said that's about where you're gonna run. 32.8. Is there anything left in the tank to maybe move your way up the ladder?
I think it's possible to get a 32.7, probably like a high 32.7, the best I could get. But we saw if I go out there and run a lap, it's not going to mean anything. We usually run green flag majority of these races. These races are really defined on what you can do 20, 30 laps into a run.
Right on. Well, you say you're not really gonna be, I guess, higher up the ladder in the race. I hope that's different. We hope to be talking to you at the end of this. But I know you just mentioned Milwaukee. I know you're more excited for that. But best of luck to you tonight, and I hope to be talking to you on the other side.
Oh, thank you. Hopefully.
Right on, and that was Malico, driver of the number 7, and here we are with somebody who's just hanging in there in the top 10 in the playoff standings. I believe that you're sat 8th in the driver standings. But Pratt, how you feeling tonight?
Oh, not bad, Emerson, not bad. Feel like we're gonna have a pretty decent car for tonight. Looks like there's some guys that got some speed, but we'll see if they can hold on to their stuff.
Yeah, right on. Kind of was looking at the practice boards there. 5th position. You think there's anything left in the tank to maybe contend a little bit higher?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't really want to try and push it that hard during the race pace, just to save the tires to get through a fuel run. We got a good strategy for tonight, so we're just going to kind of stick to our strategy, race our race like we kind of usually do, and want to keep it out of the fence and out of trouble. We should come out with hopefully a top 5 or top 7. Would love to think that we'd get a win there, but I think we'd have to lose some of those faster cars in front of us, maybe.
Right. Your points position, like I said, I think it's 8th in drivers. You're kind of in a pretty tough battle there with McClune and Gilliard. Do you think you'll kind of outmuscle them throughout the season, or do you think they're going to be pretty competitive with you? I guess more specifically about tonight. What do you think is the points outlook tonight, if you're really even thinking about that?
Well, McClune shows up with, he kind of surprised me. He's got some speed and ran real well last week, and kind of a similar situation here with the tire degradation, and, really got to take care of your stuff here, because the tire fall off. I mean, we're losing probably close to 2 seconds, maybe even a little more by the time we pit for fresh tires there. So I expect McLuhan to be strong as always, and Eddie can show up. You never know. But Talladega, I still go back to that Talladega race. That kind of hurt us in the points. Didn't got caught up early in a wreck there at Dega. Never really recovered from it and lost quite a bit of points there. So we're hoping to get back to the top 5 here, and definitely feel like we can. Just consistency is key, and maybe throw a couple wins in there.
Right on. Well, what type of race is it going to be tonight that's going to get you the max potential out of your car? Do you think you need 1 or 2 cautions? Do you need to run this race all the way green? Do you need a slew of yellows? What's going to benefit you the most tonight?
Well, for me, I find that if the race goes green, we tend to really excel when we have those long runs. And like last week at Texas, I qualified second, but dropped to the back there, and was able to get back up to 4th by the end of it. And we only had the 1 caution, and I could see 2nd and 3rd, so I was feeling pretty good about last week, and hoping to continue that this week. And I don't see how it should be any different for us. We just got to watch out for the early incident that, tends to happen when we're bunched up, and the tires are really loose for the first couple laps here. So everyone's got to be on their, up on their tippy toes here for the first couple laps. And then from there, we'll kind of usually sort out and go racing. But
right.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna keep an eye on the first, handful of laps, because that's when I feel an incident probably will happen at some point. So we're hoping it goes green now.
Right on. And I know you said that Talladega race hurt you, so take that out of the equation. How would you grade yourself, kind of like on the first few races this season?
Honestly, I feel like definitely running a little better than I thought I would, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. There's definitely a lot of talent in here, and a lot of guys are fast, and you get a win with these guys. You've done something right, and it's definitely an accomplishment. So we're running good. We like a little more, like everyone, but we'll take our time. We'll get there. Seat time is invaluable over here in iRacing, so the more time you can devote to it, the better you're gonna get. So.
Right on.
No.
Well, looking pretty promising, being up top the standings the way you are right now. Hoping that we'll be able to talk to you on the other side of this race. Wishing you the best of luck tonight, and yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Emerson. Definitely hope to be able to chat with you after this race. We'll get a top 3, so.
Yeah, that would be great, especially for that Pratt Tile and Stone car you're running there.
Yeah, it'd be good to get a pole with it, and it'd be even better to get a win with it. So we'll give her hell.
Right on. All right, we'll see you.
All right, thanks.
And that was Andrew Pratt, driver of the number 75, and we're joined by our Talladega race winner, Mr. Garrett Velzy. Garrett, how you doing?
Doing good, buddy. How are you?
I'm all right. Cannot complain. All right, so Talladega was pretty good for you. Right out the gate, how would you grade yourself on the start of this season?
I think I've had a couple decent races. I think the main thing is just figuring out some consistency going into the season. Unfortunately, I missed Texas last week, and that was the track I was majorly looking forward to. So I think tonight I'm just going to try to have a clean run and make it to the end, and just have something to build on moving forward.
Right on. What was that? Right, so with your win at Talladega, you're put into the playoff standings. You are the 3rd seed at this moment. If we get a slew of winners, then that can be in jeopardy. But you're kind of trending in towards the middle of the point standings. What is it going to take for you to kind of move up that point ladder?
Like I said, just consistent finishes, making it to the end of the race. here tonight, the top side's going to be really fast, but at the same time, if you push it too hard, you're going to be in the wall, and that's going to make for a bad night. So just got to have a good night.
Right. So now to tonight, you are your 17th quickest, but that doesn't generally mean that's where you're going to end up. What kind of a race is it going to take for you to maybe move up that ladder tonight? Is it going to be a couple yellows, a green flag run to the end, a slew of yellows? What are you really needing here?
I had a tiny bit more speed in the practice I did this morning. I was just more so working on the long run here today. So I think that's going to be the main key, is just saving your tires and making it through runs and having good pit stops, getting on and off pit road smoothly. And other than that, just making it to the end.
Right on. Kind of looking at the rest of the schedule, what do you think is going to be kind of your stronger racetracks on the schedule heading, well, we still have a long way to the playoffs, but I guess from here to the end of the regular season, what tracks are you looking forward to?
I like all the restrictor plates for sure. Other than that, I like any mile and a half. Any of the standard tracks, really. I like them all. So I'm just looking forward to running. We kind of got all the road courses out of the way for a little bit, so I'm stoked.
Yeah, we have, about 10 more weeks till our next road course at round 16, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. But yeah, what is your plan on the road course? I'm just a little curious there.
I am not a road racer by any means. So Road America a couple weeks ago, I unfortunately didn't finish that one, but I made it a lot farther than I thought I would. So I think the key in that next road course is just going to be to finish the race for me.
All right, so I guess it relates to the earlier question about what kind of a race is it going to take for you. But where do you see yourself on the table after the race? Mid pack, top 10. What are you looking at?
I think I'm shooting for a top 10. If I can get any further than that, I'll be happy. We'll just have to see how it shakes out, man.
Right on. Well, pretty far down there, but again, that doesn't mean anything. We hope to be talking to you on the other side. Best of luck to you tonight, and we'll see how this race shakes out for you.
Thanks, buddy. Have a good one.
Right on. And that was our Talladega winner, Mr. Garrett Velzy. And we got one more interview lined up. How about driver of the number... Oh, God, I'm like 65. Kyle Lingerfelt. Kyle, how you doing?
Doing pretty well. How about yourself?
Just saw that pit entry there.
Yeah, fancy.
How are you feeling on your pit entry?
I've ran it quite a few. Probably like practiced like 10 times, I'd say. Well, I think. No real complaints from me on it. I think out of 4 will be fine, and as long as everyone calls out that they're pitting there, it should be good to go.
Right. Well, it looks like we've now approached a 25 car grid. How does that make you feel? Where do you kind of see yourself in that 25 car grid?
I'm excited. 25 cars. That's a lot of cars for a 175 lap race. So it's going to be a battle of survival. I think everyone's struggling a little bit here with this track. Everyone's starting out real loose and going to end up real tight. So we'll see what happens, I guess.
What do you kind of think of what we're doing here for the Outlaw Sim series? Now we're kind of contributing to charity here. We've been getting a good chunk of viewers to join us for these races, and hoping that they have the hearts to kind of reach out and donate to these charities as well, if they can, of course. But yeah.
No, I love it. That's a fantastic idea. Could you remind me again where people could send money to donate to the Ronald McDonald House for this week?
Right on. Yep, that's on our screen there in the top right. Our Cash App is $Outlaws Sim Series. I made the mistake earlier. There's an S after Outlaws, so $Outlaws Sim Series.
Cool. Yeah, I'll have to pitch in my donation as well to help the good cause. It's pretty awesome.
Yep, so we look to the season here. Let's look at the points here. I think you were. Yeah, you were there. I think in the running for the top 10. What do you think is it going to take for you to kind of move your way up the point ladder?
Well, I missed Road America, so that's pretty much why I guess I'm not in the top 10. Like, just showing up to the rest of the races and having good finishes like I did last week, having that third place finish. If we can just collect top fives at these 1.5-mile tracks, I'll be pretty happy because this is more of my stronger suited tracks, I would say.
Right on. So you said a third place finish last week. Last week Texas 1.5 miles, Homestead 1.5 miles. At least back on the NASCAR like console games, you can kind of interchange the setup between those two tracks. How similar are these two tracks to you, and do you think you can kind of mirror that performance?
I don't know. This place is a little more crazy than Texas, in my opinion. A little more fun. Not as much. Well, I guess just as much crazy, but a little more fun, I think. It's a little more sliding around for sure, and there's more than just one groove, so you're going to see people all over the racetrack every lap, and that's what's going to make it exciting.
Yeah, right on. What kind of a race is it going to be for you to get the best result out of this race? Do you think you have to run it, a clean green 175, or do you think you can use a couple yellows or a slew of yellows? What do you think is going to be the best situation for you?
I think for myself personally, a couple yellows here or there would be fine. Just going to have to be patient. It's going to be a lot of hungry people early trying to get to the front. And it's just going to be letting them by and using up that right front tire. Hopefully can get them back in the long run and continue that.
Right. Well, you did get your podium last week at 1.5 miles. We hope to be doing the same tonight. Maybe a couple spots better. We'll see. But best of luck to you tonight, and hope to be talking to you on the other side.
For sure, man. Have fun up there.
Thank you. And those were our 5 interviews lined up for tonight. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for qualifying. Make sure you go to Cash App and donate to the $ Outlaws Sim Series there for the Ronald McDonald House of Charities. We're doing this now where we start the broadcast 30 minutes earlier, and this is all about laps for charity, where we, get these practice laps going. It's Dan Park going through the grass, second on the chart. Almost surprising for Dan Park, honestly. I'm excited to see how it's going to be for him. But yeah, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back for qualifying. Don't you go away. Welcome back, race fans, to the virtual Homestead Miami Speedway. We are watching the 77 of Seth Berger work his way on his second qualifying lap here. 12 times have been put on the charts. We got more coming for you down the backstretch. How about that Junior Johnson throwback on the 77 of Seth Berger? Let's see where he ends up on the chart. To the start finish line, it's going to be top of the chart for Seth Berger, a 32.686. How about that? We'll catch up now with Jeremiah Stutzman. He's on the pit access lane here. Tonight, these drivers will have 6 sets of tires for the pit in their pit boxes, plus the sets of tires on their cars for the start of the race. So the strategies I've been hearing were anywhere from 3 to, I hope jokingly, 6 stops if we run a clean and green race to the end. But here comes Jeremiah Stutzman into turn number 1. Dan Park is on the track. How about him? He started this weekend with a second place there in that practice session. We'll see how Dan Park fares. And Jeremiah Stutzman will go 6th quickest after his first lap. We'll catch up with Dan Park now. Oh, and Dan Park has wrecked it on his qualifying lap. He still has another. We'll see if he goes out and tries again. We'll catch up with Kyle Lingerfeld heading down the back straight. Want to make sure after starting the broadcast early, if you're just joining us, make sure you check out the practice session we just did. Was what we call Laps for Charity, which we are currently taking donations for the Ronald McDonald House of Charities. You can send those to our Cash App at $Outlaws Sim Series. After an anonymous donation that is requested that we do this, we were glad to do it. And yeah, we would love to obviously give back to the community, especially during these times. They're not getting all the help they can get because obviously people obviously have to take care of themselves and their own families at the moment. So we thought with y'all watching at home, if you're obviously only if you're able to, would you mind donating? And it'll be a different charity each week. Come join us starting 30 minutes early. We'll be starting to broadcast at 7:30 p.m. Eastern each week now. And we'll be catching the second half of final practice. And it'll be dedicated to a different charity each week. Kyle Lingerfeld, 3rd quickest on the board. How about that? Andrew St. Cyr, 2nd quickest. Max Service, 4th. Currently our leading contender in the championship hunt. James Gilliard, Jason Miz, Malenko, Jeremiah Stutzman, Jacob Zala, Devin Smith, the top 10. After that, Josh McClune, Adam Gardner, Tyler Markle, Brandon Richardson, Matthew Setzer. How about sitting 16th? We have a new driver, Theron Elam Jr., joining us in the Outlaws Sim Series. Garrett Velzy sat 17th quickest, waiting for anybody else on the back half of the field to join us. Dan Park's car there. There's Theron Elam. Daniel Supansky has decided to take to the track. About Supansky in that blue 34 Richmar Florist Chevrolet Camaro. See, round turn 4, he's going to come start his first of 2 timed laps. Still just under 2 minutes remaining in the session. Still plenty of time to get a time in. We'll check the comments. How about Janet Young? First in line. Way to go, Seth. How about Miz? Good luck, everybody. Going to be fun. Thanks to everybody that comes out. Yep. Sean Thompson. Let's go, Kevin Thompson. May the forces of evil become confused on your path to success. And Donovan Craddock. Oh, yeah. Burger of a goat. Love to see it. Glad everybody's able to tune in. Daniel Siponski, after his first time lap, goes 18th quickest out of 18. We'll see if he can improve upon that in round number 2, or on the second lap around. Let's see if we can pull up the comments on our Facebook, because we don't want to neglect anybody over there. We love everybody who comes out and supports us. Loving all the support. Haven't had this much support when we were on the console, but now here on iRacing, we can grow the series to even bigger and better things. And here we go with Siponski. He will go 13th quickest. Not bad. Able to improve upon that first time. And that looks like it will be it. Daniel Park still sitting on the pit lane. So I can't see him moving. But for sure, if you want to get your comments in, send them up on YouTube. And I'll try my best to get everybody shouted out. Everybody who comes and supports the broadcast. We're getting ready for go time here at the virtual Homestead Miami Speedway in virtual Homestead, Florida. Currently 7 viewers on Facebook. Love each and every one of y'all. And time expires on the qualifying session. It is go time tonight. 175 laps on tap for tonight's race. Let's get to it, and we'll look at our starting lineup. This is the moment, of course. On pole, none other than Seth Berger, who we interviewed in practice if you missed it. Seth Berger ready to go tonight. How about a 25-car grid on tap? Of course, race control is in the field. Didn't mean to join as a driver. But, so 25 cars on tap. But that is still 26 drivers in total. 25 racers. It is going to be a fun night tonight. And let's go through our starting lineup. Actually, first, we have, of course, our Pratt Tile and Stone Pole Award winner, Seth Berger. And, Pratt Tile and Stone, serving all your tiling needs since 2003. But yeah, Pratt Tile and Stone Pole Award winner, driver to 77, that Junior Johnson throwback, Seth Berger. Starting to his outside, how about the 93 of Andrew St. Cour? Behind them, how about the 65 of Kyle Lingerfeld and the 81 of Max Service? Row number 3 will join by the 33 of James Gilliard and the 24 of Jason Miz. Row number 4, how about the 7 of Malico, the 71 of Jeremiah Stutzman. Row 5 is at the 4 of Jacob Zala and the 95 of Devin Smith. Row number 6, we'll find our way back to the 18 of Josh McClune. There in row 6, and starting to his outside, how about the 56 of Adam Gardner. Row number 7, how about Daniel Siponski going 13th quickest, and to his outside, an abysmal qualifying session for Tyler Markle in V42. He'll be starting P14. Behind them, how about Brandon Richardson in row number 8, P15. Matthew Setzer, P16. Farron Elam Jr., P17. Garrett Velzy starts P18. Andrew Pratt, P19. Daniel Park, P20. Sheldon Swindell, 21st. Kevin Thompson, 22nd. Doug Solms, 23rd. And John Mickey, 24th. And Eric Peck, 25th. So as these drivers roll off the pit lane, 4 of their pace lap, 1 pace lap here at the Homestead Miami Speedway, the virtual Homestead Miami Speedway. will be a fun race tonight. Let's see how it plays out. Into whose hands? Seth Berger trying to get revenge upon the mistake he made last Wednesday at Texas Motor Speedway. Another mile and a half, another day for looking like a great showing for Seth Berger. Let's see if it goes his way. We're going to go ahead and refresh the paints for you, so all the cars will be white for now. But at the start, this first lap, it'll be hard for me to even tell. But once they load in, you'll see all your favorite drivers' paint schemes loaded up. How about that? iRacing Ford Mustang off into the safety of pit lane. We are green from Homestead. Seth Berger leads us to the green. And there's his paint scheme loading in. Everybody's is loading in there. Kyle Lingerfeld shoots into the second position, clear of Andrew St. Court. Now falling back to battling with Max Service. Max Service there. His paint scheme loads in. Jacob Zala shot out of a cannon from, I believe he started 10th. Already going for 5th on James Gilliard to the inside. He hits the apron. Here comes Malenko as well, but Gilliard, and around goes a 24 Miz. Can he hold on to it? He keeps it off the pit lane. He tried not to slide into traffic, slides back into the grass and into the inside wall. It's a single car spin. We stay green. John Mickey did not take the green. How about Seth Berger already with his advantage up front? Kyle Lingerfeld, Max Service, Jacob Zala, Malenko, the top 5. Andrew St. Court battling it out with James Gilliard down the front straight. Gilliard trying to clear Andrew St. Court. Here comes Jeremiah Stutzman for 7th. To the inside goes Stutzman. Working lap number 4 of 75 here. We move on up and we see Max Service closing up to the back bumper of Kyle Lingerfeld. How is he going to work his way around Kyle? Of course, Lingerfeld finishing 3rd last week at Texas. Max Service, last week's winner at Legacy, Texas. And Seth Berger, of course, so dominant last week at Texas until a speeding penalty. Jacob Zala, Malika, they were also pretty fast at Texas last week, but they both were not able to conserve the tires they needed to stay competitive at Texas. We'll see if they've learned their lesson this time around. Devin Smith, Adam Gardner. Gardner moving his way into the top 10. Adam Gardner said he put in a lot of practice time today. We'll see if it pays off. He has already moved into the top 10. Josh McClune, Andrew St. Court going at it for 8th. Malenko under attack from James Gilliard. To the inside goes the 33 of Gilliard. Zala closing in on Service up front. Down the back straight there. Malenko's got the outside. Gilliard down low. Malenko trying to roll that outside now. He's going to try to get the run off the exit of the corner. Gilliard fights back down the inside. The Malenko currently holds station there in P4. Let's see, Adam Gardner bringing the heat there in P10, looking to get around Andrew St. Cyr for P9. St. Cyr, after qualifying third, has dropped like a rock. And now Malenko, Gilliard going at it. Here comes Jeremiah Stutzman. The battle for fifth is on. Stutzman to the inside of Gilliard. Gilliard does clear Malenko into one. Malenko will now try to cut up under him. Not trying to cut off Jeremiah Stutzman to his inside there either. Caution on the speedway. Daniel Supansky has gone around. Of course, our new race controller, leaving Adam Gardner able to race there. But Supansky's car damaged there. We'll get a replay of it as we can. And, oh, man, Dan Park, nowhere to go. No. Oh, man. Let's see if we can take a look at it here. There's Supansky. He's duking it out there with, oh, looks like a little bit of net code. He tried to keep it up there, and Park, nowhere. Oh, and Farron Elam Jr. as well. Man, who was he battling with there? I couldn't really tell. Was it? I think it was Swindell he was battling with. Yeah, I believe so. See what we can see. Oh, just missed it there. Here going to turn one, and Swindell to the inside, and yeah, that is major netcode. Major netcode on Daniel Supansky. And wow, Park nowhere to go. And check out this impact. Park right into the back of the 34. It's going to collect Farron Elam Jr. as well. He tries to go to the middle. Nowhere to go for him as well. And whammo into the back of the 34 as well. My. So big accident here on lap number 10. A big accident in terms of 3 cars. But wow, look at the smoke out of the 20 of Elam. He's going to be getting some damage repairs there. And we'll wait for the field to cycle out. Looks like Kyle Lingerfelt is the race leader. Why don't we, let's see. Andrew St. Cyr, Tyler Markle. We'll wait for time and scoring to cycle out here. Or, let's see who can bring on up here. Oh, I forgot, John Mickey will be joining race control. And that is what's going on tonight. Actually, can't talk to Lingerfelt, Malenko. We'll see when scoring resets here. If they get if the lights are still on the pace car, we'll get an interview going here, and it is. And it looks like Malenko is the one there in second position, and we'll bring him on up. Malenko, P2 here off the start. Another early caution. How's the race look so far? You were in a tight battle with Gilliard, and Stutzman was there as well, as Zala was kind of driving off from y'all. What is what has been your look on the first 13 laps so far? Yeah, there was a 3-car incident there off of turn 2. So are you feeling a little bit better about the race now, 13 laps in, or is it still too early to tell how you're feeling about it? I believe top 6. Right on. Well, we will let you get to it. I believe you're coming to the 1 to green here. Yes, that is correct. And we'll let you get to it, let you get to work, and maybe see you get some laps led on this restart. Right on. And that was the 7 of Malenko there. He will be restarting to the outside of the 65 of Kyle Lingerfeld. Of course, Jeremiah Stutzman P3, Andrew St. Core P4, Tyler Markle P5, and Brandon Richardson P6. Those 6 cars did not pit under this caution. Row number 4, you'll find the first cars who did pit. Max Service and Seth Berger pitted. Both of them 4 tires, followed by Jacob Zala, James Gilliard, Devin Smith, Josh McClune, Andrew Pratt, Adam Gardner, Eric Peck, Kevin Thompson, Doug Solms, Miz, Garrett Velzy, Sheldon Swindell, Daniel Suponsky, Farron Elam Jr. I don't think he took a faster pair, but Daniel Park's also on pit lane as well. There may not even be faster pairs in the mix. I don't believe that was a thing this week. But we'll get to it here tonight. Working our first restart of the evening on lap 14. The iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car peels off into the pit lane, and we are green. You see Lingerfeld get some tire spin there on the restart. Malik got some bad tire spin. He's going to let Stutzman get to his inside. How about Tyler Markle down there as well now? Malico slot his way into 4th, but Max Service on fresh tires. Jacob Zala on fresh tires are Hutton. Look at that field of 22 cars. Work their way through Homestead's progressive banking. Here comes Service. No, Zala gone around Service. Zala now the leading driver on fresh tires. 3 wide with Malenko. Zala backs out of it. Malenko tries to cut down in front of Zala. Service comes up now to the inside. I believe Zala had wheel problems. I think this could be Zala on a controller. Unless he got his wheel working. Zala slots there to the inside. Lingerfeld still leads Tyler Markle, Jeremiah Stutzman, and this Zala to 4th now on Malenko. Now looking to get to the outside of Stutzman, trying to get 3rd. Here comes Seth Berger as well. Seth Berger trying to clear Malenko. He does so. To the outside now goes Zala. Kyle Lingerfeld now continues to lead at Homestead. He's built up about a 6/10 of a second advantage, but for how long? Jacob Zala now looking to get to the 42 of Tyler Markle. Zala on a march through the field to the inside now. Hugging that white line. Here comes Seth Berger as well. Zala clear to 2nd. And watch this battle with Kyle Lingerfeld here. Here comes Zala. Closing the gap. 2/10 a second. Every time scoring resets now to the back bumper of the 65. Jacob Zala looking to lead his first non-restricted plate laps in the Outlaws Sim Series. Here comes Seth Berger to the Nivat, to the inside. Seth Berger trying to take 2nd away. All of this going on behind Kyle Lingerfeld. Zala, how aggressive will he be? He wants to make it 3 wide. He now peeks to the inside. No, he stays there. They are 3 wide. Zala files back in line. Seth Berger to the inside. He soars past Jacob Zala. 3 wide for the race lead. Seth Berger on the inside. Zala in the middle. Lingerfeld up high, and Seth Berger will clear to the race lead. No, Lingerfeld fights back up high. Lingerfeld now slides up and into the wall. Goes to 65. Seth Berger to the race lead, and Jacob Zala in 2nd. Max Service now gets by the 65 of Lingerfeld for 3rd. Here comes Tyler Markle looking to get back to Lingerfeld. Now both of these drivers have not pitted, Lingerfeld and Markle. Marco to the inside of Lingerfeld there. Marco clears to fourth. Berger trying to fend off Jacob Zola. And now here comes Max Service. Working the early laps here at the Homestead Miami Speedway. And as things start to calm down a little bit up front, we're going to take a little bit of a crank it up for y'all. Let the cars do the speaking. Let the cars do the talking. Hope you enjoy. And how about that? Seth Berger has opened up the advantage. Zola's fallen back to third. Take a look at the intervals now. I guess the gap's there as well. You'll see. And we'll look at the drivers who did pit. Everybody with who's not lap 0 did take tires at that last caution. But Andrew St. Cyr, Brandon Richardson not faring too well. Kyle Lingerfeld all the way back to 14th. My goodness. Marco Malika Stutzman hanging on pretty well, I guess, of the drivers who did not pit under the last yellow. But we'll see how the strategy fares here. 11 laps in was when those drivers decided to take tires. Take a look at what car brands are all up here. A couple Chevys up front, followed by a Ford, a Toyota, and battling going on back here. Zola, McClune, Gilliard going at it. McClune trying to take third away from Zola. Zola fights back. Here comes Gilliard into the back of Zola. It's going to send him up the track. A little bump and run out of a mile and a half from James Gilliard. Just a little nudge said, hey, I'm faster, move. Pretty much was all that was about. Malenko getting passed by Devin Smith back here. Jeremiah Stutzman as well. This whole group of cars. Here comes Stutzman to the inside of Tyler Markle. Markle blocks it off. Once again, Seth Berger and Max Service are running away with it. They're separated by 0.5 of a second, and then they have a 5-second advantage over the rest of the drivers 30 laps in. This is unreal. Gilliard on McClune for third. Zala is now falling back to the drivers who didn't pit under the last caution. That is saying something now. Tyler Markle did not pit under the last yellow. I don't believe... who else didn't? We'll take a look at the laps. The drivers pitted. Right there, Tyler Markle, Stutzman, and Malenko all did not pit under the last yellow, and Zala did. Zala was up there and is now falling back to show you just how much he used up his tires. Comes Malenko. Zala tries to cut down on Malenko. Zala puts himself back in line, but Malenko's still down there. Zala fighting hard on those tires, and into the wall goes the 4. Zala back into the wall as Malenko tries to fend off Kevin Thompson. That for 8th. Malenko and Thompson still going at it. Malenko now to the back bumper of Markle. So what this strategy does now, oh wow, Zala has a big problem down the back straight. Very big moment coming off of turn 2 as Malenko to the inside of Tyler Markle. Markle gets clear of Malenko. Oh, look at that. And Andrew Pratt. Where did he come from? I didn't even see him leave that group to up here, but Andrew Pratt into 3rd. A pass, 3 wide pass to the inside on Gilliard and McClune. And here comes Devin Smith as well. Let's take a look at the point standings coming into today. Max Service, of course, at the top seed over Tyler Markle, Garrett Velsley, Adrian Schumacher, Van Malenko on Devin Smith. Right now, Smith would take the points lead. Not the number 1 seed in the playoffs, but the points lead of the drivers who have yet to win. Jeremiah Stutzman's up there as well. Actually, Stutzman's falling back to 22nd. Something must have gone wrong with Stutzman. We'll see if we can pick it up here. Stutzman might have just hit the wall or something. Stutzman back here fighting with Kevin Thompson. This is a replay. Oh, he pitted. He couldn't take those tires much longer. And it might be time for those drivers who did stay out to come pit for fresh tires. Malenko now around the outside of Tyler Markle. This is now live. Malika files back in line behind Markle. The battle of drivers who's probably going to have to... They're going to short pit now the rest of the field, and they're probably going to end up front if they don't lose too much time. Who's going to move first? Go back up here. Andrew Pratt currently holds third over Devin Smith. McClune and Gilliard still duking it out back there. Here comes Devin Smith to the inside of Andrew Pratt. Take a look at the chat right here. How about Mad Dog Burger rooting for Seth Berger, as Max Service has taken the race lead away from Seth Berger. That's my bad on the timing, but Berger did take the lead there a few minutes ago, and these are chat messages from a few minutes ago. Janet Young shouting out Seth as well. Dan said that was tough for him, and Mad Dogs Trains also saying great work, Seth. Right now, Max Service holds on to the race lead. Fall back here to Tyler Markle, battling it out with Sheldon Swindell. This for 9th. This for 8th. Swindell goes to 9th. Here comes Berger. Back on Service. Take a look at the intervals of everybody. We'll take a look at the last lap times. All the drivers you see there. Berger was a little bit faster than Service. Those times, they update every time a driver crosses the start-finish line. They negotiate the lap traffic of the 29 of Brandon Richardson. At a lap, every driver's pitted. Jeremiah Stutzman, the first of the drivers who did not pit to make a green flag pit stop. Wow, look at the times Devin Smith is running. He is running almost half a second quicker than Seth Berger and Max Service. He has chopped that lead down to 6 seconds. Devin Smith has. Last time around was 8 and 7s for Service and Berger. Devin Smith a 5. Still chopping that lead down now, down to 5.2 seconds, going closer to 5 seconds. Malenko in a battle with Swindell. Swindell into 7th on Malenko. You see Malenko's back bumper dented a little bit. To the pit lane goes Kyle Lingerfeld. It has been rough for him. Also in the pit lane, Andrew St. Cyr leaving. Lingerfeld, he's in. Andrew Pratt is in. Malenko is in, followed by Tyler Markle. Don't speed, don't speed, don't speed. Adam Gardner in as well. Along with Andrew St. Cyr, we got that. Brendan Richardson made his way in. So they're going to be short pitting the leaders. They're going to pit, but then they're going to have way older tires when the leaders do pit. Back up front, Service now has a 6/10 of a second advantage over Seth Berger. Velzy's in, sliding his tires there. Adam Gardner leaving the pit lane. Velzy getting service. And he is down and away. Devin Smith now is kind of stalled out, running the same lap times as the leader now. Andrew St. Corvette letting the leaders by. St. Court 2 laps down, battling, I think, to stay 2 down. That should be 2 down there. Adam Gardner's out. He is 1 lap down. No, he is 2 down. 21st. Here comes St. Cor back on max service. Adam Gardner now on max service put himself back to 1 lap down. Oh, wow. Loose on fresh tires. Actually, Andrew Pratt, Garrett Velzy, Adam Gardner made 2 stops. Little shock there. Not sure why they made a 2nd stop so early, but Stutzman goes by as well, not to unlap himself. Matthew Setzer now moves into the free pass position. He's on pit lane, actually. So this will hand it over to Andrew Pratt as he works his way on Kevin Thompson. Well, Devin Smith closing the gap down to the race lead, down to 4 seconds. Kevin Thompson now running up James Gilliard. We still have these drivers now the top 13. I'm sorry, not the top 13. The Zala and Miz pit. Miz now running there, the 88. That is, last week I said Des Bryant. That is apparently the number of CD Lamb. Don't quote me on that. I didn't watch the Cowboys game because, I mean, I don't know. Dak Prescott and Jared Goff aren't 2 prolific quarterbacks I wasn't going to be entertained by. Sorry, not sorry. We'll leave it to the racing here, though. There's Jason Miz working his way on pit exit there. Back up front. Actually, Gilliard and Thompson working now. Thompson did get by Gilliard for 6th. So we'll see Eric Peck hit the pit lane, along with Seth Berger and Josh McClune. Seth Berger has short pitted max service. We will see how this plays out. Jeremiah Stutzman into 6th. As Swindell is in as well. Seth Berger down and away. That brings in max service as Devin Smith goes to the race lead. So Devin Smith getting laps led, which is what Malika did not do. Devin Smith getting an important bonus point to his name to help him out in that points battle. Smith looking to take over the points lead. So Devin Smith is down and away, giving the race lead to James Gilliard, who's coming down the pit lane now. Also in, Kevin Thompson and Doug Solms. Jeremiah Stutzman's going to cross the start-finish line as the race leader, also getting himself an important point to his name. Malenko looking to take over second. Andrew Pratt right behind Malenko. Both of them on 12-lap old tires. Seth Berger in fourth. He's on 3-lap old tires. He'll be working quickly to get around Pratt and Malenko. But right now, Jeremiah Stutzman's the race leader. A 12.5-second advantage with a major short pit. Here comes Berger on Pratt for third. Now Berger on Malenko for second, I'm sorry. To the inside, and it's almost too easy for Seth Berger. Mad Dog trains again, saying, "Let's go, Seth." As Seth now, he's going to get to work here. He's 11 seconds back, but he has 20 lap fresher tires than the driver he's catching. Max Service clears to third. Max Service, though, has 1 lap fresher tires than Seth Berger. It looks like it'll be these two in a battle for the end of this race. At least we're working lap 61 of 175. We've approached the 1/3 mark of this race. If you don't know, the broadcast is a little bit longer today, and that is because we were doing laps for charity. We broadcasted the final half-hour practice. For now, we'll be broadcasting those and calling it laps for charity, where we are advertising charities. Ronald McDonald House of Charities was the selected charity this week. And during these troubling times, you know, these charities are silently receiving less and less in order to help the people they need to help. And with our increased viewership on these races, we've decided that if, you know, we help advertise these charities and we help try to get donations in their direction, that it should go a long way. You can make contributions to what we will be contributing to the Ronald McDonald House of Charities to our Cash App at $ Outlaws Sim Series. All the money donated to that Cash App between the start of practice and the checkered flag will be donated to the Ronald McDonald House of Charities. So Jeremiah Stutzman, in all that time, has lost half of the lead he had, down to 6 seconds. The gap between himself and Seth Berger. Dan, he just wants to run more laps. Janet Young, yeah, Berger, ketchup. So we'll see if Berger will be able to maintain his advantage over Max Service, because that's really who he's racing. Jeremiah Stutzman is the current leader right now, but that is not who Seth Berger's racing. Take a look at our Facebook chat. Don't have any comments there yet. But Mark Berger, go Seth. Mom and Dad are rooting for you all the way. You love to hear it, even the parent support. Great thing here for the Outlaw Sim Series, and Seth Berger quickly becoming the Outlaw Sim Series sweetheart as he works to put another lap on Jacob Zala. Seth Berger right now sat second, but quickly closing the gap on Jeremiah Stutzman. And Sheldon Swindell has disappeared out of the race. That was going to be a top 10 position for Swindell. Not anymore. Seth Berger has blown past Jeremiah Stutzman and Max Service. Oh, Jeremiah Stutzman's on pit road. Interesting strategy from Stutzman. But Seth Berger is your race leader now over Max Service by about 0.8 of a second. Malenko sat third. Which strategy will prevail? As Sheldon Swindell has now fallen out of the top 20. Well, he will actually next lap around as Zala's still running. There it is. Zala to 20th. As Stutzman's off and away, you see the gap there between Service and Berger. Let's ride on board with Max Service and see how he navigates the Homestead Miami Speedway. You can kind of see when the track is lit, there's a darkened groove there in the corners. You want to keep your right sides especially, but you want to keep your whole car within that darkened groove. You can see it there. You don't want to get to that very low line where it's light gray. There's no grip down there. You can keep your left sides there, but your right sides you're going to spin. Vote's the shortest way around. If you do have the grip to stay down there, it's pretty fast, but you're not going to get the runs off the corners that you do from running the outside lane. Here in the middle lane, you kind of get a mix of both. Service has now brought the gap between himself and Seth Berger down to half a second. Devin Smith has gotten by Malenko. So Devin Smith into third. Smith and Malenko separated by about 10 lap older tires for Malenko. Pratt also on the same strategy as Malenko's. McClune working his way up to these guys. So what Malenko and Pratt, they're trying to go to lap 90. Everybody else is probably going to go to a lap 100. And from there, Malenko and Pratt, they're probably going to go to about lap 130, 135 to end the race. While Berger, Service, and everybody else who pitted on the first caution of the night, you go to about lap 100 and lap 140. Now, Jeremiah Stutzman, I'm really trying to work his strategy out. He's pitted about every 33 laps. So he's going to pit probably at lap 100 as well. And then split the rest of the race in half from there. So Stutzman on the two-stop strategy. But it might work out in his favor. He could be leading at the right time. You don't have to lead all the laps. You just have to lead the last lap. Mark Berger, bow tie, always and forever. Go Seth. Sean Thompson, Ford Racing #1. Adam Gardner, league owner, goes one lap down. He is now the free pass as Max Service with 1 lap fresher tires. He is there on Seth Berger. And these drivers are about to encounter a slew of lap traffic. Andrew St. Cyr on the menu, along with Kyle Lingerfelt. Both drivers on the lead lap at the moment. St. Cyr going 1 down to Seth Berger. Next time by will be 100 laps remaining here at the virtual Homestead Miami Speedway. Now Berger, Service. They work their way up to the 37 of Eric Peck, the 65 of Kyle Lingerfelt. Those two, they're not battling for position either. Here comes Berger on Peck. Berger also still trying to fend off Service. Dan Park en route, rooting for Max. As here comes Max Service to the inside of Seth Berger. Berger trying to find a way around Lingerfelt. To the inside of Lingerfelt goes Berger, and here comes Service. Lap 77 and car 77 in the lead. But Max Service and car 81 in hot pursuit to try to lead by lap 81. Here comes Jeremiah Stutzman to unlap himself as they work their way through the lap car. Brandon Richardson 3 wide for Max Service. Service clears Richardson. Here comes Stutzman trying to unlap himself on his offset strategy. Stutzman goes by and unlaps himself. Back here to battle Adam Gardner, Jason Miz, a couple of drivers 1 lap down. A couple spots off the free pass. Look at all that damage for Jason Miz. Working to the inside of Adam Gardner there. Gardner still fending him off up high. Seth Berger led lap 77, but Service trying to lead lap 81. Service has gotten there and has hit pretty much a brick wall since he's gone to the back bumper to 77. He has not been able to find a way around him. Jeremiah Stutzman now working on Garrett Velzy to put Velzy, the last car on the lead lap, Velzy into the wall. Kevin Thompson in 10th, now looking to get passed by Jeremiah Stutzman. Seth Berger under attack from Max Service now. Less than a 10th separates those two into turn 1. Velzy lets Berger go. Here comes Service to the inside as well. Service down low. Berger up high. Coming off a turn 2 nose to tail down the back. Pam Williams says go Seth. Can Seth Berger hold out? He's trying to hold out about another 20 or so laps on their strategy. I believe that's when they're pitting, every about 20 laps or so. Or I'm sorry, every about 45 laps or so. They pitted about 25 laps ago. But lap 81 is here, and Max Service is still behind. Service now all over the back bumper to 77. As we work lap 82 now, they approach the lap car of Kevin Thompson to put 10 cars on the lead lap. Here comes Service, trying to peek down low. Berger still fends him off. Nose to tail, they still have yet to find a way around Kevin Thompson. Nose to tail to the inside of the track, the unpreferred line around Homestead, Miami. Kevin Thompson fighting for his life. He's not obligated to move. Now up high, Thompson maintains his line. Berger and Service fight it out down low. Now what will Service do? Prime position on this run to try to make an overtake, but it's so hard to pass. He cuts down low, looking to get side by side down the back. This may be it. Service fighting hard to the inside. Berger's going to try to get the run on the outside. It's going to be side by side to the line this time, but it looks like it'll be Max Service. That time by the start finish line as Berger retakes the lead entering turn 1, but Service down low. Service trying to clear Berger. He's almost clear. He's not clear. He almost cleared up in front of Berger. Berger fights back to the outside. Service sends it back in. Service down low, but Berger fights back up high. Berger at the line. They're still fighting it out for the race lead here at Homestead. On the inside, Service trying to clear, but Berger's still fighting back on the outside. These two neck and neck, several laps in a row now. Service still maintaining down low. Berger holding his own up high. To the start finish line, that time is still Berger out in front. This is amazing racing for the race lead. Now Service clears Berger, but can Berger get down low? He does. To the inside. Seth Berger will try to fight back the hard way now. Berger sends it in down low. But is it too late? Well, Service clear him on the exit. Service is long clear of Seth Berger, but wow. The valiant effort. Seth Berger fought on and on with Max Service there. That was wicked. Kyle Lingerfeld's on pit lane. Brandon Richardson is there as well. Daniel Suponski's in there as well. So Max Service still out in front as Malenko heads to the pit lane, along with Andrew Pratt. Tyler Markle's in as well. Is he going to make it? Oh, man, he locked up getting down there. Service is now open up a 1 second advantage. Gilliard and Setzer duking it out with Jeremiah Stutzman. 3 wide for 5th. Stutzman falls back behind Gilliard. Great driving, Seth. Yes, indeed. Seth fought valiantly. And there's still a lot of racing to go. Off the pit lane comes Adam Gardner. Matthew Setzer still trying to fight back on Gilliard for 6th. Garrett Velzy is in. Adam Gardner slow on the front straightaway. What happened? We'll get a replay. Probably got loose out of 4. That's exactly what happened. Did he keep it off the wall? Oh, man. He did keep it off the wall. That was wicked. Matthew Setzer's coming down the pit lane. That definitely was an amazing battle. That was a wicked battle. Service now, letting Gardner get his lap back. Is that Dan Park back on track? Oh my God. Dan Park is 82 laps down. That car is junked. But it's out here and it's lapping. He will get to 23rd. He could go get 22nd. I think that's all he's trying to do at this point would be to go get 22nd. Azala's also left as well, so he can get 21st. Dan could still get a top 20 out of this race. Here comes Miz to pit road. Doug Solms low off of turn 4. Here he comes to pit road. Jeremiah Stutzman looking to try to get the lead on this strategy. Here comes Tyler Markle on Stutzman. Not for position. Seth Berger coming back in. Ahead of Max Service. Kevin Thompson is in as well. The short pit here for Seth Berger got him to lead last time. Will it do it again? Again, he's pitting here. And then he has one more stop to the end. Also, Josh McClune is in. Max Service is coming in. He will not let Berger get that much of a short pit. Devin Smith takes the race lead over once again. Malenko desperately tries to get his lap let in. Max Service is in. I'm sorry, he's leaving. Doug Solms is on pit exit as well. Devin Smith, Jeremiah Stutzman, James Gilliard. The only 3 drivers on the lead lap at the moment. Here comes Devin Smith. Caution on the speedway. Oh, McClune got Gardner, and that did bring out the yellow flag. That is a 2-car incident. Did Devin Smith make it on time? I think he entered a closed pit. But this changes everything. We got a second caution on the evening. Wow, wow, wow. So let's see here. McClune. City outside of Richardson, and oh, that Adam Gardner thought he had the strategy to win this race and just didn't pay out. See if we can get a look at it from another angle. I just lost. He didn't make contact with Richardson at all, and he tried to correct it, and man, Adam Gardner, nowhere to go. But Jeremiah Stutzman in a good spot now. He's going to be able to pit here, and he'll be in contention. And everybody's going to get on strategy here. I'm assuming everybody who just pitted will stay out, but everybody who pitted a bit ago, if they're on the lead lap, will pit now and get on sequence and make it a one-stop strategy from here. James Gilliard at the moment is scored as our race leader. Bullet scoring refreshes. Devin Smith second. Jeremiah Stutzman coming off the pit lane third. Max Service in the wave around position. Malenko pulls up. Let's see, not the lucky dog. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. But Max Service and Seth Berger have been the cream of the crop tonight. There's been amazing battles throughout the field. James Gilliard, Jeremiah Stutzman, and Matthew Setzer win a 3-wide battle for 5th. And we'll see here scoring resets when drivers cross the start-finish line. Jeremiah Stutzman, I believe, is not going to be scored as the leader. Let's see if we can get a word in with Devin Smith under this caution period. Hey, Devin Smith, this is the Outlaws booth. You got a copy? Well, scoring's a little off right now, but it shows you in second at the moment. I believe driver... Yeah, Gilliard, I believe, just pitted there. My scoring is live. But, so yeah, you're second here. You're able to get out on the lead lap. You've been one of the drivers to stay out the longest on the green flag cycles. What's led you to do that? Oh no. I was just wondering about that. Did you beat the light? But I guess that answers it there. Wow. I guess in a sense though, it's not that bad because there is only 8 drivers on the lead lap. So what's kind of going to be your game plan, I guess, to work your way up through the rest of the field? You're going to be going green for about 72 to go. I'm going to say that's a one-stop strategy for everybody here on out. Right on. Well, we'll see how it works out for you. You've had a great night so far. Unfortunately, a bad timed caution, but let's see if you can recover for it. Right on. That was Devin Smith. lights are still on the pace car. Said we were 1 to green. Scoring is all over the place. Yes, Kelsey, there are other drivers over in the top 2. The top 2 were in a amazing side-by-side battle for about 5 to 6 laps, so we were talking about that. Have been going around throughout the field a lot. We even visited battles that weren't even on the lead lap. So thank you for that. I do know there are other drivers outside the top 2. So we'll let race control work everything out. Drivers getting wave arounds here. Is this order correct? Is Max Service on the lead lap? So it shows Service in 8th. Just not entirely sure what's going on here. They're gonna delay to yellow or delay to green again. And, we'll see what all happens. We right on top. The Ford Mustang pace car. Make sure you know why we started this broadcast about half an hour earlier. We are now doing what is called Laps for Charity, where each week we'll be dedicating the final 30 minutes of practice to a different charity. In terms of this whole pandemic situation has led this charities to not receive as much help and donations as they have. They've been receiving a lot less help and are not able to do as much as they used to. And so if you're able to, we ask that you contribute donations for the Ronald McDonald House of Charities this week. That is the selected charity. You can send it to the Cash App at $Outlaws Sim Series. All money collected from the start of practice to the checkered flag will be sent to the Ronald McDonald House of Charities. So it looks like everything has figured itself out. Looks like Jeremiah Stutzman will be the race leader. James Gilliard second. Seth Berger's still there as well. I'm a little confused. Now Berger gets going. He might wave it one more time. Everybody's single file behind. I can't see how we're still going green with this. Yep, they're going to delay to yellow once more. So Seth Berger gets back onto the lead lap officially now, leaving 12 drivers on the lead lap. A weirdly timed yellow has extended this caution period several times, so we are up for it now. And we'll look at our restart order, as we'll have the intervals and the gaps there on the left-hand side of our scoring ladder there. Jeremiah Stutzman will start row number 1 alongside James Gilliard. But back here, row 2, it'll be Malik. I can't believe he didn't pit under this caution. I'm very, very shocked with that. That is, I don't think that's a good move. But he will be restarting 3rd, 17 lap old tires. Max Service will restart 4th. Andrew Pratt scored in 5th. Andrew St. Core 6th. I believe these drivers got waiver rounds. Kyle Lingerfeld 7th. Tyler Markle 8th. Seth Berger actually is also getting a wave round and waved up high, or up front, to 6th. The drivers with waiver rounds: Andrew Pratt, Andrew St. Core, Kyle Lingerfeld, Tyler Markle, Matthew Setzer, Devin Smith, Josh McClune, Kevin Thompson, Daniel Supansky, Jason Miz, Garrett Velzy, and more. So as the iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car pulls off into the pit lane, it is a 5-driver grid as we go green once again at Homestead Miami Speedway. 5 drivers restarted up front. Everybody else had to restart single file because of the wave around rules. Terrible timing for a caution has let Jeremiah Stutzman get out in front here. Max Service now working on James Gillian for second. Rebecca Berger says, wait, you got this, Seth. And I believe he does, as Seth Berger has worked his way around Malenko. That wasn't particularly hard with 17 lap old tires on the 7 car. The 77 in that Junior Johnson throwback now tries to work his way up to Service as Gilliard and Stutzman up front. I think this is the first time they're up front ahead of Service and Berger, toe-to-toe on strategy with them. This changes the race all around with them being on about 3 or 4 lap fresher tires. Malenko now works on Seth Berger, fighting hard with those old tires, but it's not going to stick. See on the hood, sponsored by the Extreme Mode Racing League. That, of course, is my league. That is pretty much where this whole broadcast comes from. And on there it says Malenko is a 4-time champion. That has changed after winning my Project Cars 2 Spec Car Series Championship. He is now a 5-time champion in my league. And that 68 was almost caught to Gilliard there entering turn 3. Seth Berger now clears to third. Pam Williams says, bring it, Berger. Max Service now in second. Can they chase down Jeremiah Stutzman? Jeremiah Stutzman now has a 3/10 of a second advantage over Max Service and Seth Berger. Looks like Malenko looking to reclaim the top of the driver's standings. After mid-race, it looked like it was going to be Devin Smith taking that. These are not updated, but let's take a look at the standings entering today's race. The playoff standings: Max Service, Tyler Markle, Garrett Velzy, Adrian Schumacher. 4 drivers locked into the playoffs at this moment. Jeremiah Stutzman at the top in the race lead now. He would be the 5th driver locked in should he be leading the last lap. Malenko entered today's race as the point leader, or tied for the points lead with Tyler Markle. Devin Smith looked like he entered the race 1 point behind them and looked like he was going to take that because of his bonus point for leading a lap, but now Malenko severely higher up the standings than Devin Smith, who, remember, got a penalty on the caution for pitting when pit lane was closed. So Devin Smith looked like he was in prime position to have a shot at winning this race, and now finds himself back in 9th, trying to work his way up to Kyle Lingerfeld. Lingerfeld a little ways up. 2 cars separate Smith and Lingerfeld. Stutzman to open up the advantage to 5/10 of a second. Of course, he has 3 or 4 lap fresher tires in Service and Berger. This race has changed around here. Malenko now under attack from James Gilliard. 60 laps to go. The pit window will open in 15 laps. Is Malenko's plan to go to the pit window and pit to finish the race to the end? We'll see how long Malenko's tires can last. Can they last another 15 laps? Because that's as long as he's going to go without overtime in this race. Tyler Markle in the pit lane. Oh, and he's damaged. And he just pitted. Must have gotten damage on the front straight here. And he just lost it in front of Devin Smith. And, oh, man. And he was in contention for the points lead. Of course, he's in the 2nd seat at the moment because of his 1 win at Auto Club. But he will not be leading today's race as the point leader. As he's still in the pit lane. Jeremiah Stutzman's now opened up a near second advantage over Max Service and Seth Berger. Max Service and Seth Berger thought that this race was just about those two. It was going to be a race between themselves. The caution flipped that all upside down and has now become a race with Jeremiah Stutzman. James Gilliard and Malico continue to duke it out for fourth. And Andrew Pratt enters the mix as well. He's right on board with Andrew Pratt. Looking to the outside of Malico now. Pratt into fifth. And now Gilliard gets the wall. Pratt maybe trying to get a 2-for-1 special to the inside of Gilliard. 3 wide. Malico back to the inside of Pratt. And now to Gilliard, trying to take fourth away from Gilliard. Gilliard rolling the high side. Malico down low. Gilliard loose. Coming off of turn number 4. Malico trying to clear back to fourth on old tires. Malico's got to be thinking he's got to go another 10 or so laps. He's got to go about 12 more laps to really have a chance at making it to the end. And that was also including caution laps. So if he can go about 15 laps, he has a chance to make it to the end. Now Malico fighting hard with Pratt. Pratt shoots down low under Gilliard. Here comes Lingerfelt. St. Cyr and Devin Smith here as well. Look at this battle of cars. 6 cars battling it out for the 4th position. Now Lingerfeld's gotten by Malico. And now Devin Smith and Malico would be tied for the points lead at this moment. I'm sorry. It's not correct because Malico actually had 1 point ahead of Devin Smith entering today, so I believe they're tied for the points lead now. Anyway, I know for sure if Devin Smith passes Malico, should be a pass for the point lead. Every position is 1 point. Lingerfelt to 5th on Gilliard. We'll be coming around to 62 laps to go. Here at Homestead Miami Speedway, Jeremiah Stutzman has opened up a 2-second advantage on Max Service. Service has not let Seth Berger get to him. Tyler Merkel's off the pit lane in the 18th position. Daniel Park is still out here logging laps, and if he's able to get about another 40 laps, he will put himself into 21st. How about this battle? Gilliard's now falling back to 8th. Smith into 6th. And now they're tied for the points lead. Malika fighting back on Smith. Gilliard trying to fight back to Malenko now. St. Cor is here as well, and Matthew Setzer rounds out the top 10 and last driver on the lead lap. Now Stutzman enters 60 laps remaining. I'm sorry, 50 laps remaining. We're watching Malin because we know he's going to be the first driver of the lead lap cars to pit. Smith into 5th on Lingerfeld. Now looking to see if he can chase down Pratt. Pratt's opened up about a second advantage on Devin Smith. Andrew St. Cor now on James Gilliard for 8th. We expect Malenko in anytime in the next 5 laps. Stutzman now losing time to Max Service. You see him there in the frame. Service has now brought the gap down to 0.8 of a second. Will Stutzman look to split this stint in half? When do we see Stutzman in? Malenko's gone by Lingerfeld. Lingerfeld might have gotten the wall. Adam Gardner, I believe, is coming off the pit lane. Yes, he is. Back here to battle for 6 now between Malenko and Lingerfeld. Devin Smith and Andrew Pratt, another battle brewing. Smith to 4th. Last week, Devin Smith finished 6th at Legacy, Texas. A couple spots better now. Seth Berger's also closed the gap on Max Service down to 0.2 of a second as they try to chase down Jeremiah Stutzman. Jeremiah Stutzman leads Max Service, Seth Berger, Devin Smith, Andrew Pratt, Malenko, Kyle Lingerfeld, Andrew St. Cor, James Gilliard, and Matthew Setzer. The top 10 and the only 10 on the lead lap. They come up to the lapper of Eric Peck. Peck looking to go his 24th lap down. Stutzman with 40 laps to go in 2 laps time. Stutzman was on a short pitting strategy, but now up front, under attack. 3 cars now. Nosa tail under a blanket. Service now on Stutzman. Berger there as well. Here comes Berger, peeking up the inside. Loose is the 81 as Seth Berger drives up to the back bumper. $40 laps to go this time by. Pit stops on the horizon. Pratt has not dropped off of Devin Smith. You saw it there. They're not going to lose this battle at this moment. Service peaks down low, but this allows Berger to get up high. Service drives it into 1. Marco sends, well, I will drop in points, but was a fun run as Max Service. Now he's on the outside. Berger has to avoid the lapper of Daniel Supansky. But Service holds on to second over Berger. Marco says, well, I will drop in points. But that was a fun run for what he could show. This was the one race he had marked that he absolutely didn't like this track. Doesn't know how to save tires and then spun too. Oh, we saw your spin, Tyler. But Seth has another fan in. Chris Newhall goes Seth, number 77. Well, with 3 cars under a blanket in the battle for the race lead, Malenko is finally in the pit lane. Kyle Lingerfeld is there as well. Andrew St. Cyr is there. James Gilliard is there. Daniel Supansky is leaving the pit lane. Back up front. Berger and Service side by side. Berger sent it in down low, but Service around the outside. Stutzman has to work his way through the 29 of Richardson. Hey, Droftus. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. The battle for second still heats up. Berger driving up to that back bumper, trying to find a way up high. Will he shoot down low? Yes, he will. To the inside now of Service. This time by will be 36 laps to go. When will these drivers make their final pit stop? Service will let Berger go, but Berger doesn't want second. He peeks to the inside of Stutzman. Caution on the speedway. Malenko involved in an accident with James Gilliard. Oh my. No, 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 no. These drivers were in prime position to have a say in this finish. And Gilliard gets loose and takes Malenko, and they spin on the front straight, but looks like it was only a spin. See if we can get a better view of that for you. They came off the pit lane like that. They were coming off pit exit. Malenko all over Gilliard. Gilliard sends it in up high. Malenko stays tight down low. Gilliard just loses it off of turn 4, collects Malenko. They go for a slide. Wow. So now this allows Stutzman, Berger, and Service to pit. Devin Smith and Andrew Pratt. That was another tight battle. Smith has the upper hand in that one. And Setzer is the first driver 1 lap down. He pitted in that frame. So he was gonna get it. He's gonna get his lap back. He should be the lucky dog, actually. Kyle Lingerfeld is pitted as well. He's gonna have to get the wave around. Andrew St. Cyr, Miz, James Gilliard still out there, and Malenko still out there. They spun. Malenko took damage, but if he's gonna stay in contention for this race, He needs to stay out, get his lap back, and hope for a quick yellow to, if he does have damage that's going to impact him. But 35 laps to go. It's going to be Stutzman over Berger. Service comes out third. Smith fourth. Andrew Pratt fifth. 5 cars on the lead lap. And that is that. Let's see. Stutzman, we've talked to Berger today. I've tried to find Max Service. We'll see. Andrew Pratt. Kyle Lingerfeld. Oh, wow. A lot of them aren't. Oh, we have Max Service in. Let's see if we can talk to Max Service. Hey, Max Service. This is the Outlaws booth. You got a copy? Alright, so, third caution of the day. It has been a tight battle between you and Seth Berger until the second caution of the day helped Stutzman out greatly. And now it's a 3-car battle. Where do you see yourself in that battle with Seth Berger and Jeremiah Stutzman? Oh, I'm sorry, you were muted. So my apologies there. All right, but I'll just ask you again. Where do you see yourself in that battle with Stutzman and Berger?
If the right rear stays on it, I think I'll be pretty even with them. Me and Seth have been really even all race long. I've been a little bit better kind of towards the end of the run until the right rear goes, but he's been really quick on short run speed, and then the 71's been just solid all around.
Right, so did this caution help you or hurt you?
I was getting ready to come to pit road very shortly. I was starting to lose the back end. If you could probably see at the end of the run there, the rear was sliding really good off the corner, which was not ideal, so I was getting ready to come in the next lap or two, but ultimately I was going to wait till one of them came down just to make sure I had a little bit fresher tires than them coming to the end.
Right. So I assume everybody's made their final pit stop. This is strategy from here. Go, man, go.
Sure. We'll see.
I guess we will see. Well, y'all are on the 1 to green, so I'll let you get to it. I hope to be talking to you on the other side.
Alrighty.
All right, and that was driver of the 81, Max Service. He's great. He is the driver atop the playoff standings with 2 wins. Jeremiah Stutzman and Seth Berger still looking for their first wins on the season. Andrew Pratt, what a day it would be if he could come out of here with a win, with Devin Smith trying to take the points lead. Tyler Markle and Malenko entered today's race tied for the points lead, 1 point ahead of Devin Smith. Tyler Markle had an accident. He will finish 20th. Malenko was in that last caution. He is 1 lap down in 11th. He did come down and pit for fresh tires and damage, so he's going to be hoping to get to the free pass position and hope for another yellow, which Miz currently has the free pass position over James Gilliard. Kevin Thompson also 1 lap down, and Garrett Velzy. 2 laps down, Daniel Supansky. 3 laps down, Doug Solms. 4 laps down, Brandon Richardson. 9 laps down, Joshua McClune. 23 laps down, Adam Gardner. 24 laps down, Eric Peck. 82 laps down, Dan Park is still out here, still running, trying to get the spots he can. He's a couple laps away from getting 22nd, and he can still get 21st. I don't think he can get 20th. So they extended the caution 1 lap to let everybody get lined up here. And it's still Stutzman, Berger, Service, Pratt, Smith, Lingerfeld, Setzer, and St. Cyr. The 8 drivers on the lead lap. Jeremiah Stutzman's in prime position today. I think his strategy was use as much of the tires as he can. Get fresh tires as long as he can. And now with a 31 lap stint to the finish, The iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car is going to make the sharp left turn into pit lane. And we are green here at Homestead. 31 laps to go. Jeremiah Stutzman out in front. Max Service trying to clear Seth Berger for second, but oh, Service gets the white line and around goes Devin Smith. This is going to be in front of traffic. He gets tagged. Oh, and James Gilliard's there as well. This is going to be another caution to race for the lucky dog. I think Malenko's in that lead. Malenko, I think, is the lucky dog. Oh, wow. What a adrenaline-filled half lap that was. Let's take a look. Devin Smith, I think, just got caught out on fresh tires. They're cold tires. Gets loose. And gets Solms and Miz and Gilliard. Wow. Gilliard nowhere to go. It's right on board with the 95 of Devin Smith. Just loses it there, and Solms tags him, and bam! Oh, Gilliard, big hit. I'll have to watch this from Gilliard's point of view as well. The back of the field kind of a little jumbled up here. Gilliard just working his way up the inside. He sees Miz there. That's a battle for the free pass right ahead of him. I reckon it nowhere to go. Oh man. I think we gotta, let's see from the roof cam of 24 when the caution came out and who was ahead between him and Malenko. Because this is important. This gives the driver a chance to get back onto the lead lap. Miz barely tags Smith there, and wait for the Malenko's there, and caution's on the speedway there. You can see the caution light. Malenko was ahead. Wow. Wow. And Malenko is the free pass, so that puts him on the lead lap. He'll be 9th, but he'll have to restart the tail end of the drivers on the lead lap. Jeremiah Stutzman still holds on to lead. Seth Berger still holds on to second. Service tried to take second, but hit the white line. And it's not... I think Service will learn, from that. Andrew Pratt now moves into 4th after Devin Smith's mistake. Kyle Linger fell 5th. Andrew St. Cour 6th. Let's see who we can talk to under this yellow. Well, let's talk to our free pass recipient, Malenko. I know we've talked to you already a couple of times today, but I was just looking through. I'm like, I don't know who to talk to. But wow, talk to us about that restart.
It's kind of a little bit hectic. There was some lap cars, since we had to start in the back after getting contact with the controller. So we were a bit farther in the back there. The 2 cars are spinning me, and I barely got by Miz for the lucky dog.
Yeah, we just watched that all unfold. We rode on board with Miz and saw when the caution light went on and you were ahead. It was wicked. Talk to us about the pit exit with Gilliard.
Looks like I was a little bit, because I slid through my box a little bit, had to back up. I was pushing the issue a little bit too much. He got a little loose on the outside, got a little bit, made contact with me, and we spun out.
Right on. Well, you are back on the lead lap, and anything can happen. So you're P8, I assume, from the back of the field, though. So we'll see what happens. Best of luck to you on these final 26 laps.
Thank you.
And that was Malenko once again. So, looking like we're going to get back to racing here. Jeremiah Stutzman, the race leader. Seth Berger starts second. Max Service, third. Andrew Pratt, fourth. Kyle Lingerfeld, fifth. Andrew St. Cours, sixth. Matthew Setzer, seventh. Malenko, eighth. Devin Smith, ninth. Those are the 9 drivers on the lead lap. 26 laps to go. The iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car pulls off into the pit lane, and we are green once again at Homestead Miami Speedway. Stutzman holding tough on the inside, but Berger powers around the outside into the race lead for Seth Berger. Coming around to 25 laps to go. Will Stutzman be able to get him back? Devin Smith hauling through the field. Malika up to 7th already. Service now on Stutzman. Pratt is here as well. Stutzman did not get a good start. Service down low, trying not to hit the white line, trying to clear Stutzman. Service, can he do it down the back? He clears Stutzman for second. Now Pratt on Jeremiah Stutzman. Setzer on Lingerfeld. Malenko there as well. Here comes Setzer to the inside. Lingerfeld staying up high. Setzer trying to get a top 5. He can't get down there, but Lingerfeld also trying to get around Pratt. Stutzman trying to hang tough himself. Everybody 2nd through 7th, equidistant to each other. But Seth Berger opening up a gap now, 0.8 of a second. Coming around to 22 laps to go. I think one final time this evening, we got to give you all a crank it up. Let's get to it. And folks, y'all saw it there. Matthew Setzer now into the top 5 with less than 20 laps to go. Powered by Kyle Lingerfeld up the inside. And now, can he chase down, maybe get himself a podium? Service in second. Does he have anything for Seth Berger? Mad Dog Train says, you got it, Seth. Janet Young, woohoo! You can take it, Seth. And that he can. Coming around to 17 laps to go. An 8/10 of a second advantage. Top 9 on the lead lap. Devin Smith will lose that lap shortly. Andrew Pratt has now fallen off of Max Service. But Andrew Pratt did get around Jeremiah Stutzman. Pratt scrapes the wall there. This time by 15 laps to go at the virtual Homestead Miami Speedway. One more time tonight. Make sure you donate to us. Donate to the Ronald McDonald House of Charities. To our Cash App at $Outlaws Sim Series. We start the broadcast 30 minutes earlier than usual. We start these broadcasts now at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We broadcast the final half hour of practice. We call it Labs for Charity, where we shout out a charity, a different charity each week, in response to a random donation we got in order for us to extend the coverage of the race. This week's charity, the Ronald McDonald House of Charities. Charities have been receiving less and less throughout the pandemic and less recognition. Doing our part to at least make them relevant, keep them relevant, and help them out the best we can. Any donations between the start of practice and the checkered flag will be donated to the Ronald McDonald House of Charities tonight. Matthew Setzer on a tear, looking for third on Andrew Pratt. I don't think Setzer had a top 10 before last week, and right now he's fighting for a podium on Andrew Pratt. Matthew Setzer to third. Does he have anything for Service and Seth Berger? Matthew Setzer on 6 lap pressure tires, coming around to 11 laps to go. This race is not over. Malico and Lingerfeld continue to duke it out for 6th. Stutzman still trailing Pratt here in 5th. Remember, Stutzman had the lead on the final restart. Here comes Stutzman up the inside, trying to reclaim 4th. Seth Berger out in front by 0.6 of a second. This time by 10 laps remain. Can he hold on? But Max Service is in the frame. Rebecca Berger says, Mom is rooting for you, Seth. You can do this. All right, now he's in the position to do so. 9.5 laps to go. Max Service trying to close that gap. Matthew Setzer is now kind of stalled out. Maybe used up a little too much. But right now in third. Can he hold on to that position? Half a second separates Seth Berger and Max Service. Eight laps to go. Devin Smith up ahead. He will go 1 lap down. Berger, the gap between Berger and Service has stagnated now. Setzer now losing the momentum he had. He has stalled out in the third position. Can he hold on to third as Jeremiah Stutzman battles it out with Andrew Pratt for fourth? Pratt hanging it up high. Stutzman started on the front row on that last restart and has been dropping ever since. But can he at least get himself another spot? Malenko looks like it'll be a 6th place finish for him. 5 laps to go at Homestead, Miami. And Stutzman down low on Pratt. Can Stutzman clear Pratt off of turn 2? Not clear yet. They fight down the back straight. 4 laps to go at Homestead, Miami, and Stutzman can clear up in front of Pratt now. Does Stutzman have anything for Setzer? Setzer puts a lap on Smith, and here comes Stutzman and Pratt to put a lap on Smith. Right now, it is a Chevrolet podium with Seth Berger, Max Service, and Matthew Setzer. What a run it's been for him. Three laps to go at Homestead Miami Speedway, and Matthew Setzer came in tonight 21st in points. What a run it's been for him, but with 2 laps to go, 3 miles left for Seth Berger, and what a run it has been. 0.6 of a second, the margin between Berger and Service. Setzer fighting Stutzman off hard for the podium. This will go down to the wire. Seth Berger is going to start the final lap out in front by 7/10 of a second. Stutzman on Setzer, taking away the podium from Setzer. It's not over yet. Setzer fights hard up high, but Stutzman drives it into one. And Jeremiah Stutzman clears to third. But heading into turns 3 and 4, for the first time this season, getting himself a playoff spot, Seth Berger will come off of turn 4, and finally, for Burger Nation, he is going to win at Homestead Miami Speedway. Jeremiah Stutzman comes home third, behind Max Service in second, Setzer fourth, Andrew Pratt fifth, Malenko comes home sixth, Andrew St. Cour seventh, Kyle Lingerfelt eighth, Devin Smith ninth, one lap down with Garrett Velzy 10th, Kevin Thompson 11th, Jason Miz 12th, Daniel Supansky 13th, Doug Solms 14th, Brandon Richardson 15th, Josh McClune 16th, Adam Gardner 17th, Eric Peck 18th, Dan Parth, the last car on track, in 21st. And here he comes. Well-deserved donuts on horizon for Seth Berger. Burn him down, why don't ya? And yes, he does. Burn him down, indeed. Well, well, well. Him burning him down. He is burning him down. He does. Well deserved. We'll get updated points afterwards. But let's see. We can talk to second place finisher. Driver to number 81, Max Service. A hard-fought day, but comes up one short. How does this one feel?
Not bad. I mean, Seth was so much better than I was on the short run there, and it really, even with it coming down to where I was good, kind of around the 20 lap into the run mark, I couldn't quite get there. I burned up the right front and the right rear too much trying to get there. I was too sideways off the corner and too tight in the center.
You did get second. How was it, I guess, battling him all day today, as you did all last week as well? Did you think you could have held him off? Or got to him?
I don't think. If I hadn't have had to push so hard to try and get there in the time I did, I think I probably could have got him in maybe 10 more laps. I could have got there, but at that point I probably would have used up the right rear way too much to even be able to get off the corner normally. But a lot of fun battling him. It was a really fun race, probably the most fun I've had all year. You know, glad we got to actually go to the end battling this time, unlike Texas.
Right. So you're still up top the standings, top the playoff standings with 2 wins, and another second place finish. Great momentum, for mile and a halves. Next week you head to Milwaukee Mile. How are you feeling about a short track or a flat oval?
If I can get the rhythm of Milwaukee right, I think I can do fairly well there and probably hopefully get another podium finish, but overall, Milwaukee's not my best track, and I'm just kind of trying to hope and just survive.
Right. So you are 5th in the driver's standings in points. How are you feeling about that? Do you think you can maybe snag away maybe the regular season championship? You're only 15 back, I believe.
Really.
Or 17 back.
Yeah, after missing a race, that's certainly nice. If I can keep running like I have been throughout the season so far, I think there's definitely hope of snagging the regular season championship. But as long as everybody in front of me keeps running consistent, it's going to be a challenge.
Right on. Well, a hard fought day today, but a second place finish. Wild race between you and Seth Berger and Jeremiah Stutzman making his appearance there late at the end. And yeah, congratulations on your second place finish. And best luck to you next week.
Thank you.
And that was driver of the 81. And I know Burger Nation's waiting for him. We're going to get to him in just a second. Let's get ready. There he is there. We bring up race winner, driver of the 77. Seth, you finally got it done.
Oh man, yup. Oh my gosh.
How does this one feel?
Like a giant monkey off my back, man. Holy crap. Ever since that restart, man, that last restart, I was just like, oh my god, Max is gonna catch me. He's always been good, saving tires better than me the whole night, but oh man, luckily I was able to hold him off there. That scared me pretty bad when he started catching up to me, but I decided to back off my entry a little bit, cool off my right front, and thankfully I was able to stabilize the lead. And oh, no mistakes, man. No mistakes. That was my one goal going into this race, and I had no major mistakes.
Right on. So yeah, it was you and Max Service, just like Texas a lot. But then Jeremiah Stutzman entered the mix, I believe, after that second caution. So how about that? Battling him and Service, and I don't know, what was it like? Yeah.
Oh, during that middle portion before kind of that caution and that long run there where Jeremiah got into the race for the win, I thought it was just going to come down to me and Max again. I thought me and him kind of had it under control. It was either going to be me or him based off tire conservation. But when that caution came out, I wasn't too happy about it, but luckily there was going to be no pit strategy after that pit stop, so that was one benefit for me. And man, I was so happy to be able to start up front on those last restarts.
I bet you were. All right, so yeah, you said it's a monkey off your back, but I mean, Burger Nation, I don't think they're going to be satisfied with one. What's the outlook on the rest of the season for you?
Oh, it's going to be the same attitude, trying to win every race, but like that monkey off my back, I think I can run a little more confidently. After Texas, I did not have that much confidence after that one, but yeah, I was able to get a clean race. Hopefully, this one can just help me run more confidently, consistently at more tracks. I'm happy. But I got my first win finally. I feel like that's going to be the hardest one. Hopefully, the rest of them are at least less stressful from here.
Right on. So Milwaukee's up next. How are you feeling about the flat short oval?
So that was actually my first race I ever raced with you guys on this series. I had about a 5th place car run until the tires fell off. But like I said, that was my first race, so I didn't really know much about tire conservation, all that kind of stuff. So hopefully, about a month and a half now, I can run more consistently at that track. And I'm not sure if I'll have winning pace. I'll definitely put some laps of practice in this week, but I definitely look to try to get a top 5 there.
Right on. Well, I say pretty satisfied. I think the fans are. The chat flooded with support. They have been now the past 3 weeks, and I guess third time's a charm. And yeah, into the playoffs at least for the time being. But I have no doubt you will definitely be in at this rate with already one win this early in the season.
Time to rack up those bonus points.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, congratulations on your first win on the season. Your first win in the Outlaws Sim Series on iRacing. You had plenty on the console, but finally got it here on iRacing. How does that feel? knowing that you were able to kind of move from console to here and that you were able to get that win?
It was definitely awesome. Like I said, that Milwaukee Mile definitely kind of sucked once I went a lap down because my tires went absolutely horrible. But people said it was going to take a while of practice, a lot of practice, and honestly, I did not expect to run this well coming into the series, especially right before the season started. I was hoping top 10s, and that was about all I was hoping for the first half of the season. But the fact that I have this pace almost every week that I've raced with you guys is definitely awesome, especially being a more realistic simulation is definitely awesome.
I couldn't agree more. That being said, I think it's wicked. You are, I think, the newest driver to the sim in the series, and it has been a blast to watch you run around here, learning the sim, but still just having the speed. It's really special what you've been able to do the past few weeks now. But congratulations on your win. Best of luck to you next week in Milwaukee, and it's looking a lot better on the way out.
Oh yes, definitely. Thank you. Leaving this race a lot more happier than last week.
Right on. And that was our race winner driver of the 77, Seth Berger. What a race. What a race. Jeremiah Stutzman got the podium, but he's not able to do interviews. His mic just isn't working for him on Discord. We've been working a lot to try to figure that out. But look to the playoff standings there. That's the charity. Max Service still atop. Tyler Markle, 2nd seed. Seth Berger now is the 3rd seed based on where he is in championship points. Garrett Velzy, the 4th seed, and Adrian Schumacher, the 5th seed. Bonus points have not completely been factored in, but I think Devin Smith, Jeremiah Stutzman will get a couple points to their totals. Malika still nonetheless holds the driver's point lead over Devin Smith, Jeremiah Stutzman, Jason Miz, and Andrew Pratt. Do one more with the Ronald McDonald House of Charities. Should you donate to the to the Cash App, as all the money during this time frame will go to the Ronald McDonald House of Charities. And we've been doing this. We started broadcasting half an hour earlier. We've been calling it Laps for Charity in an anonymous donation to have us broadcast practice. We have decided to shout out specific charities who have not been getting the help that they need during this during the pandemic. They haven't been as noticed, and we're just doing our part to keep them relevant and help them out the best we can. So if you donate to the Cash App there, all the money from today will go to the Ronald McDonald House of Charities. Each week will be a different dollar amount. Tonight we did not raise any money for the Ronald McDonald House of Charities, but we hope to do better next week with another charity. But that being said, a huge congratulations to Seth Berger, because I know all of Berger Nation is proud. With Rebecca Berger, Pam Williams, Sean Thompson saying, "Good run, son." But Rebecca Berger, Pam Williams, Mark Berger, Mad Dog Strange, Janet Young, we see you all there rooting Seth on. And thanks for tuning in and being here with the coverage. Dan, congratulating Max and Seth on their runs tonight. And yeah, actually we just got a donation for $20 to the Cash App. So that total is up to $20 now for tonight's Ronald McDonald House of Charities. So it's not too late if you donate tonight. It'll still go to this charity. But yeah, that's gonna do it here. Make sure you tune in next Wednesday night, September 23rd, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll start broadcasting the Outlaws Sim Series Round 7 of 36. We head to the Milwaukee Mile, flat short track, A lot of action. Intensity will be high. We'll see what happens there in 1 week's time. This has been Emerson Arndt on the call, and we will see you next time.